What's up, Fins family? Welcome back to TD Fins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are back for another one. This is an interesting one that I've been thinking about for a long time now. It's been a few weeks. This has been on my mind. What will the Miami Dolphins do about Davon Godchaux? The Devon Godchaux situation. This is an interesting situation that the Miami Dolphins are in. It is believed that the Miami Dolphins would move on from Davon Godchaux this offseason, not just because they want to, but because his value may not be what they would actually be willing to pay. Devon Godchaux has improved his game every single season. What many people don't know is that Devon Godchaux last year was #1 in the NFL at the position at tackles for loss. If I'm not mistaken, and hold on, I think he had 52 tackles altogether or something like that, #1 at the position last year. And that is huge. That is huge. #1 in the entire league last year, making pennies. The guy wasn't even making $1 million, y'all. This was the first year he made over $1 million, and he got hurt, but he still got his money. Over Devon Godchaux's career so far, I don't even think he's made more than $3 million. He was in line to be an unrestricted free agent. Well, I'm saying he was. He is still in line to be an unrestricted free agent. The reason why many people believe that he would have been moving on from the Dolphins because they wouldn't have wanted to pay so much is because they went and got Christian Wilkins a few years ago, and then they come back and get Raekwon Davis, yes, in a later round, but a guy who is highly coveted, and many believe so. So what will they do with Devon Godchaux? Now, Devon Godchaux suffered an injury this year. He already had 10 tackles on the season. He was on pace to potentially break his original pace of the 52, which is crazy. Y'all don't even realize how crazy that is. He was on pace to either put up around the same amount or break that record. And that is phenomenal. That means that this guy would have improved every single season since being in the league under the Miami Dolphins, having his biggest season under Brian Flores. And Brian Flores has always spoke highly of Devon Godchaux. Now, here's the interesting situation that the Dolphins are in. Before the injury, Devon Godchaux would have warranted some really, 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 really good money in free agency. But now he's had an injury that may keep him out for the rest of the season. So we're going to talk about a scenario if he's out for the rest of the season, no more games, or if he comes back. Because he still has an opportunity to come back. He keeps saying, man, I'm working hard to get back for the playoffs potentially. Now, here's the thing. That big price tag that he might have warranted may not exist anymore. Coming fresh off of an injury and you don't know what to expect from him coming back from it, that same payday that he was due may not be there anymore. Now, since it may not be there anymore, it leaves the question, do the Miami Dolphins take a chance and sign him on a deal? Or do they allow him to become an unrestricted free agent? It's very important because if you can get Devon Godchaux and you know his work ethic because he was a Miami Dolphin, you know if he's going to put the work in to get back to form or not. Do you take a chance in the coming weeks to go ahead and give him a contract extension? Or do you let him reach free agency and see what the value is and try to go after him there? It's never good to wait until free agency when the guy is already under contract with you. You want to do it early. I'm surprised I haven't heard anything yet. Now, sometimes, week 14 and 15, you hear these little deals that they make for players for the future because they've seen enough. Not 13. Yeah, like week 13, 14, 15. Sometimes you get these little deals done. Oh, we've extended this guy. We've extended that guy because this year was a trial run. I don't think Godchaux was in that trial run, but now having that injury and the value going down, something we may be able to afford, he may be one of those guys that we might look at to extend. We might even do a 2-year deal, a 2-year, $10 million deal. 1-year guarantee just to see how he comes back from the injury. Now, that's if he doesn't come back this year. If I were the Miami Dolphins, I personally feel like I've seen enough in Godchaux to offer him a 2-year deal with 1 year worth guarantees, somewhere around 10, 11, 12 million dollars. And I think that might be a steal because he is really a baller. He is really a guy who plays the inside position very, very, very well. So give him the 2-year deal, in 1 year prove it. And the reason why you want to give him the 1 year prove it is, and what I mean by the 1 year prove it, you guarantee only 1 year of that 2-year salary. So if he does prove it, you have another year at a good price, but you can do a real contract extension like you did Devontae Parker. You gave him a 2-year prove, 1 year guarantee prove it. He showed off and you extended him and spread the money out with that lower year, which helps your salary cap overall. So I think that is what the Miami Dolphins should do. Now, we got to switch the scenario. What if he does come back for a playoff run? What if he's huge in a playoff run? What if he's like plays balls out, coming back fresh, a fresh body? Because everybody in the NFL is banged up right now. Everybody in the NFL is ailing and hurting, body sore, and once you get to the playoffs, it's a fight through situation. He's going to be a healthy body coming into the playoffs if he makes it back. And he's going to, and what if he shines and just blow things up and really makes an impact? He's right back to a high commodity guy. Matter of fact, might even be higher than he was before the injury. So that's the risk you take if he does come back and trying to see what he is, because you'll probably lose him in free agency, being that he's unrestricted. He will hit the market. Or you try to re-sign him in the playoffs. I don't know. That's the tough thing. You have to either gamble right now within the next coming weeks, or you have to wait till you see him when he comes back, and then you might have to pay more if he balls. Or you let him hit the market, and then if the value out there isn't much, you try to sign him on the highest value that's going to save money. But that's the biggest risk. That is the biggest risk. And I think that they're continuing to groom several guys to replace him regardless. So this is an interesting situation. The only reason why it's interesting to me is because I feel like the number one concern was he's playing so well and improving that his value is going to be so high that it's going to be a little too rich for our blood for the position. But now, coming straight off of that injury, he's an asset that we might be able to keep because of the value won't be as high as it would have had he not gotten hurt. So we hate to see him have gotten hurt, but it also could be very beneficial to our salary cap because his value is no longer what it might have been before the injury. So I look for the Miami Dolphins to make a decision. This is going to be an interesting look out for this one, though. If he's not does not get a contract extension, Davon Godchaux is going to hit the free market. And if any teams have seen what he's done over the last few years and they're not worried about the injury, they're going to ink him on a really good deal. How much do you think Davon Godchaux is worth post-injury before seeing him on the snap? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Someone just said, I think 2-year, $20 million is a win for both sides. But you don't have to pay 2 years, $20 million right now because he's coming fresh off of the injury. I'm serious. Like literally, he's somewhere around 2 years, $6 million 2 year, $12 million right now. Because again, the injury makes people not want to give 3 and 4 years right now. He would have gotten a 4-year deal had he not gotten hurt. I think that a 2-year, $12 million is about where he is right now after that injury. Before the injury, I think he was probably set to be a guy who can find a team that would pay him 3 years, $24 million, 4 years, $30 million. You know, I mean, I think a team he would have gotten there with a team. So it's a gamble, but when you look at the value and what it'll cost now, I think it's a gamble that's worth it. I think it's a gamble that's worth it. Because if you can get him on a 2-year, 12 million and only 6 million guaranteed that first year, a test me year, that's a win. And you get a whole year of a player that you believe in at a lower price. And if he proves it, now you can give him a 3-year deal extension the very next year, but you have 4 years to spread out that money because you have the second year of the original 2-year. So it'll be a good. We'll see how the Dolphins play this out, or the Dolphins may be set on, hey, we're moving forward. Because the worst thing that could have happened to Davon Godchaux as well is the simple fact that, yeah, we still have our flaws at the position at times, but they're getting better and better and better at the position. Christian Wilkins, the Raekwon Davis, Zyler, all of those guys, they're getting better and they're getting more reps and they're improving, and that doesn't bode well for a guy like Davon Godchaux who's going to warrant more money. So, again, I try to preach to you all several times, this franchise, they'll covet certain players, but there are certain players that they're not going to go over a certain amount of the salary cap. Think about it. Devon Godchaux last year made like $800,000 or something like that. This off the top of my head, I think that's what I saw. And this year was the first year he's making like $2 million. But look at the play he was giving us at that price. Now you have Raekwon Davis, who may replace him, making even less, giving you that production. Possibly giving you that production. And if you can keep rotating guys like that in certain positions, that means you can afford to have the highest paid corners. You can afford to have offensive linemen. You can afford to get a weapon here and there. You can afford a defensive end. That's what it's about. You got to pick on your team what positions you want to always keep as value picks and what positions you can develop the best. There's so much in the football. It's not just X's and O's. You got to evaluate your coaching staff. I think we can like the way our coaching staff is set up, we get the best out of the secondary. We get the best out of the pass rush with the scheme via linebackers and interior linemen and outside linemen. We get the best out of them. So anytime you get the best out of them, you don't have to spend a lot of money out of them, because every time that one of them set for a big deal, you let them go and you go develop the next, because you always get the best out of that position with your coaching staff. You have to determine what areas those things are. He's a run-stopping defensive tackle, not a pass rusher. Yeah, I know that. I know that. Of course. That's why he's so valuable. That's an area where we struggle at times, and this is an opportunity to lock him down for a longer term. Because people will be surprised if next year in the draft we get even another tackle. You'd be surprised. That's how it works. Everybody was shocked when we drafted Noah. We got Byron next. Why are we getting Noah? You can never have too many, guys. And then when an injury happens, you still have depth. You know, when a guy gets thrown out of a game, you still got somebody that come replace him. Whatever it is. This is big moves by our organization. It's an interesting one. That's why I'm keeping my eyes on the Devon Godchaux situation. I'm hoping we can get it on a good deal. Or, I can't rule this out either. Or the Miami Dolphins like him so much that they say, we're going to take a serious chance regardless of the injury, and we're going to go ahead and give him what he's worth. We're going to go ahead and sign him on a 3-year, $27 million deal right now and save some money. That's still saving money, just so y'all know. Because Devon Godchaux, had he not got hurt and had led the league in tackles again at the position, he would have gotten $10 million a year somewhere. He would have gotten $10 million a year somewhere. Not in Miami, but somebody would have given it. So, you never know. They might say, hey, you've been playing well and on pennies. Let's reward you for what you've also done before by giving you a respectable deal, even coming off of an injury. So we'll see. I hope we get a discount. That's what it's about. TD, what about Ogbah, bro? Isn't he on a 2-year deal? This is just the first year going by, right? This is just the first year going by. Ogbah is on a 2-year deal. You don't really have to talk about extension with Ogbah until the offseason because he's still under contract or sometime next year. No guaranteed money for Ogbah after this year, but that's not the point. We have the rights. It's not an Ogbah option. It's not a player option. Does that make sense? Unless I'm wrong, y'all tell me if it's a player option, but I don't think it is. So, yeah, there's no guaranteed money. So what Ogbah's agent's going to do, because Ogbah's going to bust his behind these last 4 games. You don't realize you're about to see, and that's what I love too, when you're in the thick of it and guys are making plays and their name is being floated around and they got chances to make an honors, boy, they giving you everything they got at the end. And that's why I feel good about what's about to happen in these last 4 games. Ogbah is going to play his best football. Why? Because these last 4 games are going to be huge for him and his family's future. How many sacks Ogbah got right now? How many sacks Ogbah got right now? Y'all put it in the comment section. Isn't it like 8 or something like that? He got 8 sacks right now. So the man got, no, ain't no 6. I thought it was 8. Somebody confirm for me. I thought it was 8. Last I saw it was 8. I'm going to say 8 because I believe that's the last time. My memory tells me 8. And some of y'all saying 8. Okay. So he got 8 sacks right now. This is the NFL. He could end the season with 8. Do you know the difference in his pocket ending the season with 8 versus 12? Do you know what the difference in his pocket's going to be ending the season with 8 versus 12? This is the NFL. He could very well end with 8. He could be hot all he wanted and then have 4 games where he just couldn't get it done. Sacks are not easy. They are not easy. And then some sacks are thrown right in your lap and you're lucky for them, but sacks are not easy. People need to understand that. It takes hard work, no complacency, continuous persistency. No matter, sacks don't just come a dime a dozen. 8 sacks versus 12 sacks is massive. It is a massive difference to your pockets. 8 sacks, he ain't going to the Pro Bowl. 12, he gets in. You're a Pro Bowler now. Pro Bowl contract, 8 sack guy contract. Do you know the difference? Do you understand the difference? 8 sack Emmanuel Ogbah, you can do. You either let him play the second year of the $5 million, or you say, hey, we want to go ahead and give you a 3-year extension for $24 million. Now you get 8 a year. 12 sack Ogbah, you can try to make him play the $5 million out, or you can say we want to give you a 3-year extension, 3-year, $32 million. You see the difference there? And more guaranteed money. More guaranteed. One moment, y'all. Oh. What's up, y'all? Hold on, let me turn this real quick. Come here, Cammy. Come here, Cammy. Come here. So, I'm going to have to go right now because when you think your kids are napping, when you think your kids are taking a nap, they're actually hiding. They're in the room when you think they're asleep, Playing with mommy's makeup. Stop. When you think your kids are taking a nap and you're like, oh, they're asleep, let me go stream. It ain't funny. When you think they're taking a nap and they're quiet, you know, last you saw they laid down and they're quiet, like, oh, I'm finna go stream. They sleeping? All right. No, because we got to go wash your face. I don't know how. Got to ask your mama what we got to get done.
Ew.
No, yeah. Ew. Say bye-bye.
No, Mom, bye-bye.
No, you don't be yelling at me.
No,
because you in trouble.
No,
yes, whatever. You can yell at me all you want. No, yeah. Y'all pray for me, all right? Oh, you rolling your eyes? Y'all see this look? Ooh, boy, I tell you. How you let your brother do this, Carter?
She's putting paint
Stop
on
saying
there.
she is he.
He put paint on there.
He put paint on there?
Yeah.
He the obvious? Hey, Captain Obvious.
Yes, and he made a mess.
Yeah, he did make a mess. Say bye-bye, Kimmy.
No, I don't bye-bye.
No, you know bye-bye. Oh, you bye-bye, because me and you going to have it after we clean you off. No, I ain't letting you go. You already got all kind of whatever this is on my clothes. You going to buy me another polo shirt and another pair of polo jeans. I need that fresh honey. Listen, y'all. Y'all pray for me, man. I'm finna get out of here, man. He done cut our little stream early. Thinking y'all asleep. You don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. I love you.
Chew.
You let me chew?
Yeah, I chew.
Yeah, I know. We got to go wash it. Let's go. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all soon, man. Kids, boy.